Hey everybody, welcome back to Durbin's Bourbon. I'm Joe.
And I'm Josh.
We're doing a whiskey review. Rogue Whiskey Stout.
Not excited for
Stouted
this. I'm
whiskey.
not excited for this.
It's called Rolling Thunder. So, this is an Oregon distillery, Newport, Oregon. 97 proof, 94 proof. 97 proof. So, what they do is they have their whiskey, and then they also are a brewery as well, from what I'm gathering. They make a stout beer.
Jeez, it's a good cork.
And then they make their whiskey. They add some of their stout beer to the whiskey. Then they dump that finished whiskey back into, after it's aged in Oregon oak for, it doesn't say how many years or months or whatever. Then they add some of their stout beer, put it back into the empty barrel that the stout beer was in, and they finish it in that stout barrel with their beer infused in it as well. I anticipate this being beer forward, whiskey flavor stuff. I will be honest.
We had their regular one, and we didn't like it.
This one,
Yeah,
actually made me gag.
it did.
So
if you haven't seen that video, go watch it because he almost throws up.
So there's been some buildup mentally.
Dude, it's making my mouth water,
And I'm
not
worried.
in a good way.
Let's go in for a nose.
It's gonna be rough.
It's got a dark color, which is probably the stout beer.
Right.
Can you tell the viewers what is stout beer?
It's just dark beer like Guinness.
Okay.
It's funny because it's really strong tasting, but the alcohol content typically isn't high. Like Guinness is only like 4% or something.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It's got a lot of sugary, like, I don't know. I don't make beer, but I'm not a big stout fan. I'm more of IPA. I like ales.
Right. And see, I'll drink a Guinness every now and then.
Yeah.
I have some Guinness and I'll pour them, but I can only drink one.
I can't remember why
it's
it's
so
so.
filling.
Yeah, I can't remember why it's so. There's a lot of. I think there's a lot of like calories and stuff in it. It's a really hearty beer.
Thick.
Yes.
It's like a meal.
Like they use
in a
that
glass.
spoon when they.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's actually a particular way to pour
I could
Guinness.
smell. Yeah, it smells like.
Oh, man.
You're right. It smells like old beer.
Yeah. And Josh bought another whiskey a couple years ago, finished with stout or with some type
Jameson
of beer.
Caskmates.
Yes, and we were not fans. It
There was
tasted
the
like
stout one. I heard the IPA one's pretty good, but
right.
the stout, it tasted like, Jameson's pretty decent, run of the mill whiskey.
Good whiskey, yeah.
Tastes like you're drinking a Jameson, and then the after finish,
The
finish was like stale
beer.
stout. It was
Yeah.
not.
And that
If
was
you like that, I mean, I'm sure there's people that love it.
Yeah.
If you're for me, and I like beer.
Yeah, if you're a beer fan and you like that, maybe that finish of beer,
Dude, that is
it
not
might
gonna be
be your cup of tea. But to me, it tasted like whiskey with stale beer poured into it. So the flavor, finish, aroma, nose, characters were just terrible, and I didn't like it. But we're gonna move on to this. This was donated.
Sidebar.
Not donated. He was letting us borrow it.
Because he didn't like it.
He did not like it. A friend of ours, Josh, and he said it was terrible. His folks brought it from Oregon, Newport, and he said it was terrible. And he's not a whiskey guy, doesn't drink a lot of whiskey, but he's slowly growing. But he said it was terrible. I'm like, and it was about $70. It was pretty. Yes, it was pretty expensive. Which he was
on the nose,
really disappointed because he said it cost this much. It was supposed to be really good, and it didn't. He didn't like it.
I almost get tobacco notes on the nose, like a unsmoked cigar.
See that. Yeah, I could see some tobacco.
God, it's making. I don't know if I've already formed an opinion because of the last one we tried of this, but
actually, there's kind of a caramel.
Yeah,
There's a deep,
it's just kinda
frothy
funky.
caramel note.
I gotta not be
I'm trying to
biased.
think
I'm trying
of
to be.
Guinness. I'm trying to draw on my Guinness because I can do one Guinness and I'll sip it when it's ice cold. It's got to be really cold. And there's that thick, meaty, dark molasses.
Stouts of like very molassesy, almost a coffee.
Yep. So there's
So I gotta get
there's
that.
a ton of molasses
Maybe it'll be
note
better
in
than
there.
I think. I'm gonna
Got a dark color. So whiskey.
Let's take a swill.
All right.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh god, that's terrible.
Oh.
Oh, just like it's drinking an ashtray. Oh my god, why would they make that?
I'm gonna go in for a second.
All right, I got to.
There's a caramel. There's a caramel.
I'm getting
molasses note in there that's really strong.
I'm getting the beer. I'm getting it. It tastes like a stout.
Yeah,
I'm getting that.
So if you want to pour,
kind of hoppy.
If you want to pour maybe a Guinness into whiskey.
Oh god.
Oh god, it's really bad. Let's go for it. Let's try
a third.
I'm not gonna lie. That's really bad.
Don't you can make me throw up.
My mouth is watering.
So is mine.
Not in a good way. Not like you'd enjoy a nice ribeye steak.
I don't know if I want water.
That tastes like stale beer.
Oh man, that's rough.
Let's drink some more.
You say $70?
Yes, it was really expensive.
I wonder if people. I bet there's someone out there that loves it.
Do you?
Why are you doing that to yourself?
You know, I'm gonna be really honest and brutal. This stuff tastes like shit.
I'm just gonna stick to beer. You probably have good beer.
I don't mind I don't mind.
It's not leaving.
No, it's got a thick finish to it. I'm gonna try. There's some caramel. There's some molasses. My mouth is watering. There's oh god. There's a thick, foamy head to the finish.
Yes.
I don't think water would do anything except put more in your glass than you got to drink.
You took
And
I could see how someone might like it because it's so unique. Do you know what I mean?
I guess.
But for me, it's just mixing that beer with whiskey does. I mean, unless it's a Boilermaker, and I get to choose my pairing. But if you have a stout, you're gonna need some serious whiskey to hold up to that. And that if it's that other stuff,
I think if it's a weak whiskey, it just can't. It can't compare. It can't compete, or it can't balance out that flavor. Like it's so thick.
God,
and
mouth just.
He was not lying, Josh. I'll agree with you. This is
terrible.
Really terrible. I'm sorry that you spent so much money.
It'd be fun to like tell people though, and be like, "This is the best whiskey ever" when they come over and pour them to them.
This is what you you might keep this for those people that drink your good stuff and you pour them that.
Like, this is a $70 bottle.
That's good.
Yeah, you can have it all.
Yeah, drink it. I can do a Jameson. I enjoy a Jameson every now and then.
You can smell it now that you drink it.
Oh God. I'm trying to be as objective as possible. On the nose. This is, why is it so difficult?
I don't know, but I can't smell it either.
You know, we've done a lot of whiskey reviews, and I don't think we've been this brutally honest. Oh, that is really
I haven't had one that made me this sick. I mean, we've had some bottom shelf crap.
Right. And you know, I don't think beer and whiskey, you shouldn't combine the two.
I think it's a bad idea.
Josh made a good point earlier. Like, I love a Boilermaker. Mm-hmm. And if I drink a Boilermaker, I'm a fan. Those of you might all of a sudden have some negative comments. I like Blue Moon. It's a wheated beer. I'll have a Blue Moon with the orange, and I'll have a wheated whiskey like Weller 107 or Weller Special Reserve or Makers or Larceny, a wheated bourbon, and you pair it with a wheated beer as a Boilermaker, and it pairs really, really well. You can take a sip of whiskey, a sip of beer, and it just blends so beautifully because the base grains are wheat.
Well, it's like me. I like IPAs, which are very hoppy. So a high rye seems to go better with those because it's that grain and the hotness and the powerful flavor of an IPA, and then you got the powerful flavor of a rye. To me, those go together well.
Right.
And when we talk Boilermakers, we're not talking like, dropping a shot in your beer. No, it's like, you have a sip of whiskey, sip your beer, and they pair well together. Yep. So, anyways, go ahead.
This is not. It's like taking your beer, a dark beer, pouring it, having your glass of whiskey, and then pouring your beer and then swirling around, and it doesn't complement either of the two.
Right.
Maybe they make a good standard whiskey. I haven't tasted it yet. I've had two.
Age it a little longer, maybe.
And maybe they make a good beer, but they're trying to be unique and build something that no one else is doing right now. That might be a clue why no one else is doing it. Oh, God. My mouth instantly waters.
I'm dreading. I got to finish it. When we cheers at the end, I'm going to power through it and see if I hopefully don't vomit.
This could be a pretty graphic ending for you all watching.
A little thing
disclaimer.
Up on disclaimer.
There is vomit
involved. Oh, dude, I'm already mouth already
Just don't go on the new mic. We got a new mic. It's a Yeti mic.
Yeah,
my amazing wife got it for me for Christmas. So y'all have... Huh?
She's the best.
She's the best, as she says up there.
She tells you every day.
And I agree with her. So you don't have that annoying clicking that some of y'all have pointed out. So we're trying to improve. We're going to be heading towards podcasts in the future. It just depends on setup and everything. But there's a lot of neat things coming from Durbin's Bourbon. We hope you all stick with us. And we really appreciate all the subscribers we have. We're growing at a pretty quick rate right now. So we're really enjoying it and enjoying sharing our thoughts and some humor with you guys out there and gals that drink whiskey.
I feel like you're stalling. I feel like you're prolonging this
I'm
last cheers.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I kind of am, because
he's like, the sky's blue, and
I'm really terrified about what's gonna happen.
I am too. I just gotta not smell it.
Right. An initial review. Price, really expensive. Even at $50, even at $20. You know what?
Free.
It's free.
I take it. I don't want it.
It's not a good whiskey. It's not a good blend. Rogue whiskey. I know if you're out there and you come across this or someone shares it with your distillery, you guys, I don't know what your clientele are telling you, but we're going to be honest and brutal. I don't believe if you're going to do a whiskey review, you should sugarcoat it.
Which we do a lot. Local distilleries are...
We really do. And this is out of Newport, Washington. Or Newport, Oregon, sorry.
That's what I'm here for, bro. Keep you in line.
This is really not a good, in our opinion.
Yes.
It's not a good blend. You don't appreciate the beer and you can't appreciate the whiskey. The two come together in a smashing, just horrible blend of flavors.
Yeah.
That doesn't finish well. And it doesn't have a really good aroma. I tried to pick out the molasses and the characteristics of the beer to give it a good shake, but whiskey and beer blended together and poured and then thrown into a barrel, I just don't think that they're giving either of their two products a leg up. I really don't.
No.
They're not giving it a chance to shine. So with that,
here we go.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. It's not quite over yet. As always, enjoy your whiskeys and bourbons
Any way you like.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Buddy. All of it, really.
Oh!
This is better. I got. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's the best thing ever. God, your eyes are so watery.
That's bad.
Oh God, it's hitting me now.
That's bad. I expected more gagging from you.
It's there. I just don't.
Okay. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Man, if you didn't watch this till the end, you're gonna regret it.
Yes,
All right.
you will. Cheers.